do not cut the call anymore. India, our country. India, location. So we have gathered a lot of information. We know about the climate of the earth. We know how the patterns are. We know the seasonal changes. We know about the different landforms of the earth. So now we take up this chapter to increase our knowledge about our country, India. Okay? Now, India has fascinated and attracted people from all over the world since time immemorial. Even today, it is one of the main tourist destinations. Do you wonder why? You can find it out yourself if you look around at the natural beauty of our country. Let us explore the vast natural wealth of our country and unfold its magic. Our country, India, is geographically vast with diverse physical features. Its unique geographical setting makes it prominently noticeable in anyone looking at a world map. Now, if you see India on a world map, can you see in this present picture in the world? India is here with a darker brown color here. Location. India is located in South Asia. Now, if this whole part is Asia, you know the continent Asia, you know where Asia is. If you look at it, if this is Asia, then in the south, this is south. In the south is India. Okay. The lofty Himalayas form a geographical boundary in the north. Now, here are the Himalayas. So they form a boundary in the northern side. Okay. The long range almost cuts it off from the rest of the Asia. The southern part of the country is in the form of a peninsula. You know what a peninsula is? A land which has water on three sides. So you can see this very clearly that India is surrounded by water on all three sides. If you look over here, you will see this side is water, this side is water, this side is. So India is a peninsular country when it comes to the three sides covered with water. Okay, so now they are telling you that it forms a peninsula. It is surrounded by seas on three sides: the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal. Now, if you see here again, here is Arabian Sea, below here is Indian Ocean, and this side is Bay of Bengal. So, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, and Bay of Bengal are from three sides, making this a peninsular country, a peninsula. Okay, this locational setting gives India and its immediate neighboring countries a unique geographical entity separated from the rest of Asia. So the land comprising them is collectively termed as Indian subcontinent. So now, as we all know, India is separated from Asia because of the presence of huge Himalayan range over this side, which cuts it off from the other part of Asia, and thus making this whole area being also known as Indian subcontinent. Okay, now size. India covers an area of 3.28 million square kilometers, that is about 22.4% of the total world area. From the point of view of size, it is seventh largest country of the world. Please underline seventh largest country. So among all the countries, it is the seventh largest country with a population of over 1,000 millions. India is the second most populous country of the world after China. So underline this, second most populous country. Okay. First is China. India's mainland extends for about 3214 kilometers from north to south, that is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. From here, from the tip here down till here, Kanyakumari. From Kashmir till Kanyakumari. It extends to 3214 kilometers. Okay, so this whole length is from here to here. It is 3214 kilometers. It has an east-west extent of 2,933 kilometers from Kutch in Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. Now, from here, Kutch in Gujarat till Arunachal Pradesh, the extent of the country is 2,933 kilometers. Now, the southernmost point of the country is Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now, if you see these islands here, can you see? It's turning a little hazy at times. So these are the islands. They should have been more visible. Just let me tell you through other map. Wait a second. Now these are Andaman and Nicobar Islands here. Okay. And Indira Point is somewhere here to the extremist side. Okay. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are here. If you see the full map, this is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And this particular area, the lowest point of India is Indira Point. Please underline Indira Point right now. Underline it.
Ma'am, where it is, ma'am?
It is not marked here. If you want to see, search it on the Google Maps, then there you will see India's Indira Point. Okay. It is in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. But the tsunami of 2004 greatly affected these islands. Greater part of the area is now submerged in the sea. So now they are telling you that after the tsunami, the storm which covered this island has submerged major parts of the island. Like whatever the extent of this island is, now it has reduced. Why? Because the tsunami hit the island and it had submerged major part of it. I hope this much is clear. Now observe 7.2 carefully and identify the main features of India's location. So if you see 7.2, that means this particular map, then you will be able to know India's location much better. Okay, now we move further. Latitudinal extension from south to north. India's mainland extends between 8 degrees 4 north to 37 degrees 6 north latitudes. Now, since it is in the northern hemisphere, that is why the latitudinal extent is measured something like this. I'll show you. Can you see this here? Can you see this 8 degrees? 8 degrees 6 from here it extends. This latitude is covered, 8 degrees latitude up to here. Can you see? It is more than a little, 36 से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है till here. Can you see the extent? So this is the latitudinal extent. Okay. Then they talk of
Yes, ma'am.
longitude. Okay. It is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degrees north, passes roughly through the middle of the country. Now see it again here. Now you will see Tropic of Cancer. Can you see Tropic of Cancer here? 23.5 degrees. Now this is 24. So just below it is 23. This is 20 and this is 24. So when you divide it, 23.5 degrees would come somewhere here. Okay. And Tropic of Cancer runs through this point nearly center of the country. Clear till here? Then they are telling you the longitudinal extent.
Yes, ma'am.
Longitudinal extension from west to east India extends between 68 degrees 7 east to 97 degrees 25 east longitudes. It is located in the eastern hemisphere. Now longitudinal and latitudinal, the latitudinal we saw. Now we'll see the longitudinal, the long lines. So from here you can see 65 degrees east till this place here. Can you see it? It is
Yes, ma'am.
a little 90. This place is the longitudinal extent. From here till here is the longitudinal extent of the country. Okay. And since it is in the eastern hemisphere, that is why it is written here. On account of great east-west longitudinal extension of approximately 29 degrees, a time difference of 1 hour 56 minutes would be expected between the eastern and western limits of the country. From our knowledge about longitude and time, we are already aware that for each 1 degree of longitude, local time is about 4 minutes. If we move eastwards, so sunrise at Arunachal Pradesh would take place 2 hours earlier than in Gujarat. To solve the problem, 82 degrees 30 east longitude has been accepted as the standard meridian as it passes approximately midway through India. The local time along its longitude has been recognized internationally as the Indian Standard Time IST. Okay, now we have read about the time zone. Let us just uh, go into the detail and I'll tell you. Now, see, from here till here, it is covering number of latitudes. Okay, and so we know that from 1 degree change in a latitude, it is a difference of 4 minutes. So that means sunrise is in the east. That means Arunachal Pradesh will see the sunrise earlier. Then Kutch, that is in Gujarat. So what happens is there's a difference of 2 hours. That means sunrise here would happen. Then after 2 hours, sunrise would happen here. So there will be very much chaos. There will be time differences. So what we did was we took 82.5 degrees. Now we know that this is 80 This is 84. 82 and a half is somewhere here. So a line passing from here has been taken as the standard time. Okay. And we calculate our time from here, the Indian standard time. I hope this much is clear. Our neighboring countries, let us
Yes,
see
ma'am.
which are, let us see the neighboring countries. Now look at figure 7.2 along land frontiers extending from 15,200 kilometers. India has a common boundary with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the west, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east. To the south, India is separated from the island of Sri Lanka by the narrow stretch of Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. The island of Maldives also lies to the south of India. Now, let us quickly see the neighboring countries where they are telling you that the land area which is making a boundary is of 15,200 kilometers. Now, this is the land boundary. This is all land, and the boundary of the entire land area from here till all this covering this area is 15,000. How much it is? 15,200 kilometers. Can you see this? The land area boundary. And then they are telling you about the countries which are its neighbors. So we have Pakistan and Afghanistan in the western side. Then we have China, Nepal, and Bhutan in the northern side. And we have Bangladesh and Myanmar in the eastern side. Got it? This is the western, Pakistan and Afghanistan, China, Nepal, and Bhutan in the northern side, Myanmar and Bangladesh in the eastern side. So these are the landed frontiers with neighboring countries. Then in the southern side, it is the Sri Lanka. It is Sri Lanka, which is the neighboring country. Okay, in the south. They talk of Maldives, which is not given here, which is not showing here. But I think this part you see in this next map, this is Maldives. Okay. If you see on a proper world map, then you'll be able to see better. So we stop here for just now. I hope things are clear till here. Things are clear.